Please be seated. Mr. Donovan Daniel from Victory Christian Assembly and a member of the Interfaith Council will deliver the reflection.
Good morning. As President Driscoll said, my name is Donovan Daniel, and I am a proud member of the class of 2014. I am a representative of the Interfaith Council, where I represent my church, Victory Christian Assembly, a proud member of 9 years. And for those who do not know, the Interfaith Council has given itself a charge of helping with the spiritual development of IUP students. Regardless of their religious affiliation or faith tradition, we aim to help them bolster up their spiritual well-being and spiritual identity. And so, even though you all are leaving, hopefully we have more students taking up our services next year. All right, so reflection. Today is commencement day. And for some, it means the end, and for others, the beginning. It really depends on your perspective on the day. For some, it is the end of studies, the end of long hours in the library and term papers. For others, based on your perspective, it may be the beginning of careers, the beginning of life after college, the beginning of living on your own, or possibly going back to live with your parents. For your parents' sake, I hope that's not the case. I want to say to you that regardless of what your perspective is, regardless if you're only focusing on the ends or on the beginnings, understand that today really is about transition. And in that transition, unfortunately, sometimes there's a desire to have fear, a causal of fear, because we don't know what that transition means for us, class of 2014. We don't know what that means for us, parents, family, friends. We don't know. Transition is often very scary. But I'd like to tell you this. Believe it or not, you're far more equipped for this transition than you understand. See, because of your perspective, you think that the transition of today is something you've never seen before. And I'd like to point out that really every day is full of transition. Your life is replete with moments of transition, and as a result of that, you are far more experienced than you think to handle the transition of today. I want to offer some words from Matthew 6, verse 34. It says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. The problems of today are sufficient for today." Now, I read that because with all this transition and talk of opportunity and movement, there's some thought about maybe worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, worrying about what tomorrow means for you. But I want to assure you, being someone who's been on the stage before, that no matter how much you worry, you can't make tomorrow any easier. And no matter how much you want to worry, you can't make it come any faster. No matter how much you worry, it won't go by any quicker. Tomorrow's going to take care of itself. So rather than worry about tomorrow today, my encouragement to you is that you would enjoy today instead of worrying about tomorrow. And the last part of that verse talks about how the problems of today are sufficient, or the problems of today are enough. I want you to understand this, that when you hear the word problems, naturally you think, well, why would he mention that? That's discouraging. I don't want to hear about problems on my graduation day. I want to bring it to your attention because, believe it or not, you all in this room are called to be problem solvers. Every single one of you, regardless of your degree, regardless of your, major, you're called to solve problems. So I want to mention the problems of today because I want you to know that it's your responsibility now, class of 2014. When you leave here, you're to solve the problems of our world and make the world a better place for those who follow you. All right? With that, let us pray. Lord, we thank you for this day and all that it represents. We thank you for our family, making it here safe and being able to support us and celebrate with us as we move past this milestone in our life. We thank you for all the training and education we received, and how it will prepare us for the next step in life. We ask that when challenges come, that you would remind us of how equipped we are to handle them. And we ask that when naysayers speak, that we would be able to turn a deaf ear and only know that we will have success. We ask that you grant favor upon this ceremony and that you bless our alma mater as we leave here today. It is in your name we pray. Amen.
Welcome to this morning's commencement ceremony for the Colleges of Fine Arts, Health and Human Services, and Natural Sciences and Mathematics. I am Michael Driscoll, President of IUP. This afternoon, we will conduct a similar ceremony for Eberly College of Business and Information Technology, the College of Education and Educational Technology, and the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. We are privileged to have with us today members of the IUP Council of Trustees. I ask each trustee to stand when introduced and for you to hold your applause until all trustee members have been introduced. Ms. Susan Delaney, Mr. Aaron Douthit, Mr. Mark Holman, and Mr. Gailey Walwork. Please join me now for a round of applause for trustees. I would also like to introduce members of the President's Cabinet and faculty on the platform. I ask each person to stand when introduced. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Timothy Moreland, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Rhonda Lucky, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Cornelius Wooten, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Mr. James Begani, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Communications. Mr. William Speidel, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Timothy Mack, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research. Ms. Robin Gorman, Executive Assistant to the President for Government and Community Relations. Ms. Barbara Moore, Director, Institutional Research, Planning and Assessment. And Dr. Pablo Mendoza, Assistant to the President for Social Equity. Also joining us today are Dr. Yao Asamoah, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Mr. Luis Gonzalez, Dean of Libraries. Mr. Terry Apollonia, Dean at Punxsutawney, Mr. Richard Muth, Director at North Point, and Dr. David Laporte, Chairperson of the University Senate, and our Grand Marshal, Dr. Robert Millward. Other members of the platform party will be introduced throughout the ceremony. Today, members of the class of 1964 led the procession into the complex. They are celebrating the 50th anniversary of their commencement from IUP. These alumni are here to welcome the class of 2014 into the IUP family of more than 120,000 alumni. Although these alumni graduated 50 years ago, they share a common bond with the current graduating class. They too spent time on campus building lifelong friendships and experiencing the same opportunity to receive an outstanding education. In commemorating their anniversary, alumni have made contributions to the Reunion Year Scholarship, which provides valuable support to students. For 8 years, anniversary classes have contributed a total of $155,535 into this endowed scholarship fund. I ask the members of the class of 1964 to please stand and be recognized. Welcome. Thank you. When a member of the IUP community dies, it deeply affects us all. Tyler Culp died in a car accident 7 days ago. He was a talented musician, a percussionist, and he would have received his Master of Arts in Music Performance today. In his honor, and in memory of all members of the IUP family we've lost this year, I ask that we observe a moment of silence. Thank you. The student commencement speaker must reflect the highest ideals of IUP. Pursuing dual majors in biology pre-med and philosophy, Abby Bender is the daughter of 2 alumni who also earned biology degrees at IUP. In fact, she plans to follow her father's steps and earn her medical degree at Thomas Jefferson. Ms. Bender is a student in the Cook Honors College and a member of Beta Beta Beta, a national biology honor society, and Alpha Chi Sigma, the chemistry fraternity, as well as the IUP ambassadors. Among the highlights of her undergraduate experience, she traveled to South Africa for an academic experience with Professor Carl Luciano. She graduates today summa cum laude. It is my honor to present to you Abby Bender.
Good morning. In the spring of the birth of their first child, a couple planted a seed on the grassy hilltop in their backyard. They took great consideration in choosing the type of tree to plant. The mother favored a weeping willow so that their child would never be alone in the tearful times of sorrow, but the father said that was probably just the baby hormones talking. He debated on an evergreen for prosperity, but feared in time it may become a tempting Christmas decoration. There was great talk of a magnolia, but the second ultrasound was reading boy. In the end, they chose the oak, something sturdy and stately, but still grounded down to earth. The young sapling grew with the child. In its 9th year, the great thunderstorm of the summer claimed a branch as its victim. In the tree's 16th year, it was ornamented with initials encircled by a heart, scratched out in its 17th year. The tree was forgotten for a long time until the father, now grandfather, spent countless Saturday mornings constructing a tree house in its now loftier and more robust branches. The man who had grown tall with the tree remarked to his wife how the oak had completely changed throughout his life. But it hadn't. Not really. It was still the exact same tree. It had weathered with the seasons and had lost and gained leaves. But like the man, it had come to a greater understanding that there was a season for all things. It had had many residents, squirrels, birds, bugs. Just like the man, it had known other creatures for long and short periods of time. Not all were meant to be permanent. It had grown slowly, but its difference in appearance was remarkable. But never once, not even for a moment, would someone say that they were staring at a different tree. It was still the same tree. It hadn't become something new, but was something growing and full of life. In the past few months, we've all felt some strong feeling that we've changed or somehow become different people in the past 4 years. It's tempting to not feel that way. Reflection shows the total change, but sometimes forgets the nuances of progressive evolution. Today, I would like to urge all of you to reconsider your sentiments and instead find it remarkable how much you've grown and expanded, not how different you are. The word change suggests something radical and expedient, not something gradual and intricate. To consider yourself a different person than when you began college undermines you as an individual. It suggests that perhaps you're too malleable and too susceptible to influence, and making it to this point today proves otherwise. You are resilient, you are consistent, and you're a person of concrete character. College has and should have influenced you, but it shouldn't have changed your essence. It should have molded you while keeping all heart and passion intact. It should not have made you tough, but have made you tough competition. It should not have given you your opinions, but given you the process by which to earn them and a voice to articulately defend them. College should have made you a person who wasn't nearly as proud as they were respectful, and one who will enter the world with refined confidence. It shouldn't have taken from you. It shouldn't have changed your substance. It should have added on to you and perfected you. Some traits you had when you were a child, you still have today. And those are the characteristics that are the most pure and poignant about you. Those should be the basis of your self-respect, and those are what are worth preserving, no matter what the cost. Someday, you'll come back and visit IUP, and the campus will be an entirely different place. Some buildings will be gone, new ones will be in their stead, and I bet those kids will wear some strange clothes and listen to the worst music. But one place will be the same, 10, 20, or even 50 years from now. And when you step into the oak grove and you realize exactly where you are once again, the memories will flood back to you. And you may almost forget how old you are and feel like you should be sprinting to your next class in Everly. But you'll think to yourself at that point how different things seem now, and how much was unplanned, and how your life has added on to your personality. And I hope that as you stare at the oaks around you, you'll remember how much you resemble them. Because like a tree, you know where you stand. And like them, you know there is a season for all things. And like them, you never really change. You remain the same, but just have a better view. Congratulations, and I hope that wasn't too sappy.
Abby, that was lovely. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Terry Dunlap graduated from IUP with a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration in 1981 and earned a Distinguished Alumni Award in 2007. He has honorably served this university as a member of the Eberly College of Business and Information Technology Advisory Board and as a member of the Foundation for IUP Board of Directors. Mr. Dunlap served as president of Allegheny Ludlam, a company whose roots were established in Pittsburgh during the Revolutionary War. In the company's much more recent transformation to Allegheny Technologies Incorporated, which is a world leader in the specialty metal industry, Mr. Dunlap leads the flat-rolled products division as executive vice president. It is an honor to recognize Mr. Terry Dunlap for his outstanding achievements and his steadfast loyalty to his alma mater.
By recommendation of the University Senate and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, I confer upon Terry Dunlap the degree of Doctor of Public Service with all the rights, duties, and privileges pertaining thereto. I present you with this diploma bearing the official seal.
Thank you, Dr. Driscoll and the Board of Council of Trustees for the wonderful honor and more importantly for the opportunity to be here with you today. First and foremost, congratulations. What a great day for everyone out there and for getting up so early to enjoy this day. Today's a really significant milestone for all of you. I'm sure you figured that out with your robes and caps and gowns. And it's really one of those big days in your life. And you might not appreciate that so much today, but the day you got your driver's license, your 21st birthday, the day you graduated from high school, the day of your wedding, the day of the birth of your children, you will remember those days just like you'll remember today. It's also a day you might not appreciate for all the people in the stands today and what a significant milestone date it is for all of them. Maybe more than you'll appreciate today, but you certainly will in the future. These are all the people that are highly invested in you and have been for your entire lives, emotionally, intellectually, and I don't have to remind any of you, financially, in your success in what you are doing here today. You would not be here today without them. They deserve your thanks. So I'm going to ask you one thing today before I continue is promise me that today, not tomorrow, today, you'll take a minute, you'll look them in the eye, you'll give them a hug, and you'll thank them for what they have meant to you in helping you achieve your goal here today. That's my one ask for the morning. So IUP, it's now a part of your life forever. In a few minutes, you'll come up here and you're going to get a diploma, and it will be part of your life forever. You've earned it. It can never be taken away from you, and it will be something you will have forever. Every time I come back to campus, I realize just how important this place was to me and to many of the others in this room. I grew up less than 30 minutes away from this place, so long before I was a 17-year-old freshman on campus, I spent many hours here taking classes, attending football games, and as I reminded myself this morning, we actually won a state baseball championship across the parking lot when the field was still there, so many great memories for me here. I had a lifetime connection with this university long before I became a student, but the 4 years after I arrived here as a student, it became even more impactful. It's a time filled with new people, new experiences, new responsibilities, new opportunities, and they changed me, and they changed and prepared me for the life ahead. And I am absolutely sure, 100% sure, that it will have done the same thing for all of you sitting there today as you look back in the years ahead. So today's a day to reflect, as you heard earlier. It's a day to celebrate, as you heard earlier. And it's also a day to move forward. It's a great day to celebrate the past, your past life here. It's a great day to celebrate your accomplishments today. It's just one of those great days. Enjoy every single minute of it. But tomorrow, and I know I'm not supposed to talk about tomorrow, but I will. Tomorrow, it will be all about moving forward. It's going to be a time to focus on the next exciting, stressful, uncertain, but most importantly, rewarding times of your life. So as you prepare for that, starting tomorrow, or maybe Monday, I have three things I want to leave you with that are as relevant today as they were 30 years ago when I was here, or 50 years ago when our esteemed graduating class was 50 years ago. Here they are. Number one, work hard. No matter what you do or where you're doing it, work hard every single day. Be reliable. Be on time. Be prepared. As one of my colleagues from California used to say, and it's one of the great lines of all time, do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. and good things will happen for you. Give it your best every day. No matter how capable or smart you are, hard work's going to matter a lot to you in the world ahead. Hard work's going to be noticed, it's going to be appreciated, and it's going to be rewarded by your boss, by your customers, by your peers, and those around you. As legendary football coach Vince Lombardi said, the dictionary is the only place where work comes before success. Work hard. Number 2, treat people the way you want to be treated. How many of you have had your grandmother say that to you somewhere down the road? I'm sure most of you, right? She was right. That doesn't mean you have to like everyone or be best friends with everyone, but it does mean being professional and respectful. It means respecting their beliefs and their perspectives and understanding their point of view. It means knowing their name, asking about their family, asking about how that knee surgery's going, recovery's going. It means greeting the receptionist the same way you greet the CEO or president of your university. It means being kind to the waiter, the custodian, and the security guard. It says a lot about who you are, and it will make a difference. If you work in an environment down the road where that's not the expectation and the norm, I would suggest you start looking for a new place to work. Number 3, be a lifelong learner and do not be afraid to fail. For many of you, today marks the end of your formal education and your life as a full-time student. What you may not realize is that the real education of your life is just beginning, and it's just not going to be in the classroom. Promise yourself you'll have a thirst for knowledge, the desire to understand new ideas, concepts, technologies, and the impact on you and the world around you. Don't be afraid to embrace the unknown. Take that project assignment that enables you to grow, expand your horizons, learn new skills, meet new people, travel to new places. Don't be afraid. Read something new. Watch something different on TV. For all of you guys out there, there are other channels other than ESPN, I promise you. The one thing is for certain is the world will be a very different place tomorrow than it is today. So embrace it, learn from it, understand it, and integrate it into your life. Above all, do not be afraid to fail. Failure's not the outcome. The failure is in not trying. Work hard, treat each other the right way, commit to a life of learning. In closing, it's been a great pleasure being with you here today. There's really nothing more exciting than being with a group of young people about to embark on the life's adventure that you'll be on starting tomorrow. And as you walk out the door today and prepare to celebrate your time here at IUP over the weekend, take a moment to celebrate the day, celebrate the place and your accomplishment, but most importantly, embrace the people here with you today, because it's the people that you will remember the most, and it's the people that you will miss the most in the years ahead. My best wishes to all of you for great health and great success. Thank you very much.
Good morning. We now come to that part of the program that is most exciting for students, the presentation of candidates for conferral of degrees. I call upon Dean Timothy Mack to present the candidates for doctoral degrees.
Doctoral degree candidates, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy.
You look fabulous. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania, the Board of Education of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and graduate dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the doctoral degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As testament of this accomplishment, you will receive a doctoral hood, which signifies your attainment of this advanced degree.
Loretta Lynn Whitley Builder. Dissertation Chair, Teresa Schallenbarger. Dissertation title, An Examination of Leadership Readiness and Empowerment Among Full-Time Nursing Faculty. Megan K. Robb. Dissertation Chair, Teresa Schallenbarger. Factors that influence cognitive engagement and academic success of pre-licensure baccalaureate millennial nursing students. Anna N. Vioral. Dissertation Chair, Dr. Christy Chunta. Examining oncology nurses' knowledge of chemotherapy errors using 2 self-directed learning strategies. Paulette Dorney. Dissertation Chair, Dr. Elizabeth Palmer. The lived experience of baccalaureate nursing students following the sudden death of a classmate.
Let us congratulate the new doctoral degree recipients.
Candidates for the Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, and Professional Science Masters, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, and Professional Master's degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and dean of the graduate school, and subject to the completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, or Professional Science Masters as earned. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come to the stage and receive your diploma.
Master of Arts, Jeremy Lee Beaver. William Bova. Catherine Overly Breen. Michelle Coolbaugh. Amanda N. Crick. Rachel D. Ernett. Robert Fenstermacher. Katie A. Groom. Teresa L. Jones. Desiree J. Madison. Gary Rostick. Maura Lynn Mummonday. Chandra N. Nicole Pillman. Eden R. Ratliff. Teresa Smith. Sarah Mae Stone. Lauren Marie Wagenhofer. Chandler Leroy Wilson. Dale A. Woodworth. Master of Science, Philip Michael Saperic. Richard Coltis. Bethany Dawson. Raymond Francis Falcone. Anthony Feliziani. John Francis Horniak. Adrienne Jackson Alexander. Paul M. Kelly. Bobby Lynn Lapie. Jamila Haidia Cute. Vincent Fogo. Lauren Marie Lyons. Brooke McDaniel. Julie E. Mibroda. Nathaniel C. Miller. Mary Ellen Mock. Yahya S. Mohammed. Wanisa A. Mohammed Elbreki. Entisar Saeed S. Almarhoun. Thomas Raymond Osborne. Scott A. Riga. Alexis Petrosky. Matthew Douglas Rutt. Miranda K. Shoemaker. Troy Trimble. Jonathan Robert Wayland. Jeremy John Yeagle. Ahud Asawi.
And let us congratulate our new master's degree recipients. President Driscoll, before we confer degrees upon baccalaureate candidates, I invite this assembly to join me in paying tribute to students who are graduating with honors. Baccalaureate graduates whose academic records have qualified them for Latin honors are wearing medallions in recognition of the achievement. First, cum laude graduates. Please stand and be recognized. Stay standing. Next, magna cum laude graduates. Please stand and be recognized. And summa cum laude graduates, please stand and be recognized. On behalf of the university community, I congratulate you on your outstanding performance. Please be seated. I now ask graduates of the Robert E. Cook Honors College and our departmental honors programs to please stand and be recognized. Please be seated.
I am Michael Hood, Dean of the College of Fine Arts. Candidates for bachelor's degree in the College of Fine Arts, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Fine Arts.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on recommendation of the faculty and your dean, and subject to the completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Education, or Bachelor of Fine Arts as earned. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come forward to receive your diploma.
Franklin A. Mosley, Jr. Rachel Lee Adams. Samantha Andrejczyk. Brittany Lee Brown. Allison Lorraine Chang. Jessie Alexandra Crawford. Victoria Elizabeth Dandria. Mackenzie Suzanne Davis. Justice Aaron DeFriest. Matthew David Dupre. Tate Arthur DeWalt. Elizabeth Marie Dietrich. Ashley Nicole Dunham. Hannah Mandigo Fullerton. Malaya D. Garrett. Kristen M. Gear. Sarah Pauline Gieswhite. Marquetta Catherine Gent. Nicole Suzanne Gelati. Kyle Alexander Gossard. Lindsay Renee Grove. Nicole Ryan Hange. Douglas Elliott Kalin. Mara Kanecki. Victoria Regina Lapardo. Keelan McGrath. Alexandra Noel Mundy. Kevin Nathaniel Ogden. Sarah Susan Orifeche. Clint T. Phillips. Daniel Vincent DeCoco. Carly Lynn Spangler. Clarissa Elizabeth Stewart. Megan Jeanette Graff. Ashlyn Marie Warner. Megan Lorraine Maggiore. Rachel M. Villarreali. Marissa Suzanne Kletter. Joshua M. Wirtz. Megan Christina Gallagher. Zachary Calvin Grass. Christina Marie Brisbane. Jeremiah Levy Umholtz. Joshua Caleb Redshaw. Caitlin Lydia Sanders. Shannon Dawn Schaefer. Chloe Elena Smith. Megan Lynn Sowers. Corey Michael Stewart Leidick. J. M. Wasco. Catherine Marie Weaver.
I am Mark Correa, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Health and Human Services, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the academic disciplines in the College of Health and Human Services.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on the recommendation of the faculty and your dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Science Education as earned. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come to the platform to receive your diploma.
Millen Paul Adams, Jr. Amanda Rose Albitz. Franklin Michael Alexander. Jasmine Marie Amos. Rachel L. Anderson. Elizabeth Claire Anaskevich. Elliot Sergey Benner. James D. DeBello. Jeremy Dale Fowler. Jordan Ann Panatzer. Emma Catherine Shirey. Holly Ann Speedy. Brittany Rochelle Antonuccio. Corinne Taita Austin. Amna Ali Y. Azizi. Maria Elizabeth Bacco. Christopher Joseph Baker. Luke John Barraclough. Dwayne Thomas Bash, Jr. Matthew Orlando Bash. Rebecca Lee Beer. Patrick Frank Belusco. Casey Ann Bennard. Samantha Lee Bennett. Paige Justine Beyerschmidt. Colleen Margaret Berlin. Caitlin Nicole Burney. Claire Dawn Bertonet. Grant Stephen Bazak. Monica Blanco. Alexander Stephen Book. Audrey Rose Botsford. Ashley Marie Bowser. Mayan Alyssa Braxton. Christy Brooks. Alex Thomas Brown. Christopher Stephen Brown. Danae K. Brown. Kadeen Anthony Brown. Kelly Melissa Brown. Sierra E. Brumbaugh. Taylor Lynn Brumbaugh. Tanisha Ernestine Bryant. Nicole Renee Buck. Aaron Christopher Birdsey. Brandon Scott Buterbaugh. Ashley E. Cagno. Lindsay Cahill. Brianna Lynn Coleman. Brian Douglas Campbell. Dominica A. Caparuso. Dana Ann Capello. Brooke Carey. Adriana Michelle Carter. Catherine Ann Carter. Amanda Josephine Sermonera. Allison Michelle Wilson. Hannah Claire Chafee. Nicolette Burton. Keith Allen Chappell, Jr. Christopher Reginald Chavis. Ayinda Dishai Cheek. Stephanie Seserchi. Rebecca Suzanne Clement. Adam Matthew Clements. Brandon Thomas Cocaine. Darnell Ricardo Coles III. Allison Mary Conley. Samantha Ann Conrad. Casey Lynn Cook. Edmund Ray Cooley. Megan Elizabeth Corbett. Kayla Denise Corbett. Kelly Patricia Cosgrove. Gabriella Marie Carolesi. Hannah Mae Colson. Hope Michelle Crawford. Taylor Virginia Crawford. Joshua Lewis Crippen. Jana Marie Crisafi. Angela Ruth Cullen. Laura Elizabeth Dale. Douglas J. Dale, Jr. Justin Craig Dobbinspec. Danielle N. Davis. Holly Page Davis. Catherine M. Davis. Kelsey Deedle. Heather Ann DeLoe. Anna Kate Elizabeth DePaulo. Robert R. De Silva. Israel Antonio Delgado. Donald Dell. Aurora Mackenzie Diaz. Lauren Catherine Dickerson. Seth Allen Deal. Kanisha Dixon. Kristen Michelle Donaldson. Sean Michael Dowdy. Jacob Andrew Douglas. Monet Cherie Dowling. Kristen Nicole Duck. Tyler Matthew Domermuth. Natalie Paige Dunn. Tanisha Maria Dunning. Brittany Nicole Dwyer. Jensen Kayla Eberhardt. Christine Margaret Edeline. Jared Scott Edmondson. Alexandra Marie Edwards. Kayla Nicole Edwards. Samantha Grace Earhart. Edward Russell Estes. Wade Roland Evans. Kaisha Monet Evans Harris. Andrew Charles Farmer. Rachel Lee Felician. Jillian Mackenzie Fragorski. Keegan Andrew Fink. Kelsey Brooke Fisher. Paul Nathan Fitz. Scott Taylor Fitz. Abigail Louise Ford. Corey Foster. Allison Marie Faust. Jillian Franklin. Kristen Jolene Frederick. Chelsea Freeman. Aubrey Lynn Fry. Heather Ann Furdak. Jeffrey Joseph Fyack. Emmeline Ann Galinsky. Jeremy K. Gall. Jonathan Richard Gallo. Lauren Gaudino. Roxanne Marie Genovese. Lindsay Ray Gibellino. Danielle M. Giever. Anne-Marie Elizabeth Gilroy. Jessica Ray Glover. Viveka Shantilal Gonda. Emily Goodman. Shaylee Granis. Raymond V. Graziano. Colin Baker Greenleaf. Nicole Marie Gregg. Amber Lynn Gregory. Courtney Getty Greaves. Michelle Nicole Griffith. Lauren Marie Haas. Brittany Jo Hacker. Olivia Nicole Hand. Clinton Douglas Hannon III. Tara Lynn Harlos. Christopher Terrell Harris. Melody Jasmine Harrison. Craig Anthony Hartman. Janelle Elizabeth Harvey. Lauren Alexandra Harvey. Jenna Giffen Havier. Caitlin Marie Hazenstab. James Edward Heiss. Shay Elizabeth Hench. Christina Danielle Henderson. Kayla Marie Henderson. Nikita Shade Henderson. Amanda Elizabeth Henready. Alexandra Olivia Henry. Shane G. Hershey. Tanisha Janae Hill. Trevor Craig Hills. Kirsten Akardi Hoffaker. Allison R. Hoffman. Jacqueline Lois May Hole. Lena Ray Holderman. Dashona Marla Holloway. Nicholas Edward Hood. Julianne Howard. Matthew Scott Howerton. Ashley Marie Huddard. Brittany Noel Hughes. Melina Christine Hughes. Robert Parker Hurley. Elizabeth Rose Hussey. Christina Elise Janoski. Sierra Renee Jenkins. Lowen David Johnson. Ronald Timothy Jones. Renara Monet Jones. Victoria Kelly Jones. Alexandra Marie Julian. Emily Lynn Karras. Brittany Nicole Karsaba. Andrew David Casimir. Jessica L. Keller. William James Kelly. Sharice Key. Julie Nicole Kilgus. Zachary Matthew King. Haley Kathleen Kingen. Matthew Scott Kinter. Ashley Renee Kipp. Gabriella Marie Kisha. Janelle Lauren Cosiola. Catherine Elizabeth Koenig. Brittany Gabrielle Vinson. Christina Lynn Komorowski. Adriana Emmanuel Constantinos. Andrew Evan Cornett. Jared Hunter Cost. Michael R. Crapshow. Kristen Ryan Kraus. Cole Andrew Kraut. Zachary Kunkel. Devin Ann Capcella. Corey John Kurtz. Stephen Lair Lansbury. Erica A. Larned. Rachel Nicole Loudermilch. Zachary Dalton Lebo. Dahlia Shadona Lee. Raven Cheyenne Lester. Carly Brooke Lewis. Holly Jean Lewis. Ashley Elizabeth LeBerry. Erica Ann Lieb. Ryan S. Lightcap. Laura Rose Livingstone. Lindsay Marie Lebevro. Chelsea Ann Lockbaum. Brooks Michael Lohr. Rebecca Ann Long. Zachary Long. Leanne Lubas. Crystal Ray Lucci. Dana Lynn Lyons. Takia Johnson. Carrie Ann Russell. Dennis Kerstetter. Charla Crockett. Evan Chafin. Dominic C. Maggio. Rebecca Noel Malicheski. Erica Lynn Minarski. Rachel Emily Mankowski. Monica Christiane Manny. Kevin Stephen Marker. Adam Kyle Martin. Daniel Robert Martin. Scott Arnold Martz. Adam Stephen Marzullo. Brittany Nicole Mason. Krista Lynn Matsko. Alana Marie McCabe. David John McConaughey. Sean A. McCoy. Kevin Paul McCrory. Chelsea Jan McDonald. Lindsay Diane McDonald. Lauren Marie McDowell. Megan Laura McGovern. Scott Paul McHugh. Courtney Elizabeth McIntyre. Julie Faye McKay. Tyler James McLaurin. Elijah Nairi McNeil. Reagan Taylor McNevin. Casey Joan McQuillan. Emily Milford. Ashley Lynn Miller. Benjamin James Miller. Danielle E. Miller. Hannah Page Miller. Kristen Miller. Nicolette Ray Miller. Caitlin Jane Mislini. Allison Joan Mitadiri. Joshua Mario Mahaska. Katie Marie Molina. Damida Jacqueline Moore. Victoria Rosaria Moore. Damar Alonzo Marine. Lindsay Rose Moran. Matthew Michael Morrissey. Cherie Malin Moses. Shanae Nicole Mortimer. Okay. Cheyenne Nicole Mortimer. Kaylin Meredith Mott. Joy Danielle Murphy. Ryan Christopher Murphy. Marcus Dale Murray. Amanda Mae Musser. Nicole Marie Newman. Danielle Marie Nilsson. Justine Elise Novak. Andrew Olbrish. Allison Lee Outen. Brittany Marie Paloka. Pratik Patel. Lacey Storm Patton. Jessica Marie Paulus. Gabrielle Alice Pavlish. Ashley Christina Pence. Devan James Penman. Brett Stewart Petrasic. Rachel Petrini. Molly Elaine Plank. Kevin William Poland. Brittany Lynn Polka. Lacey Mallory Popkin. Emily Marjorie Porter. Jamar Antion Porter. Jarrett Demetrius Pugh. Stephanie Marie Procopa. Daniel S. Price. Lauren N. Prosco. Maria Catherine Pucci. Jingji Kwan. Michael Anthony Ramos. Keith E. Rankin. Ashley Elizabeth Raymond. Christina Cornelia Redmond. Deshante Lauren Nelson. Corey Richard Riley. Matthew Ryan Rensel. Mia Crystal Rocheling. Bailey Alexa Rings. Natalie Victoria Robison. Jessica Lynn Rocco. Benjamin Joseph Rogers. Brianna Angelia Rogers. Garrett Storm Rodriguez. Brittany Rogo. Taisha Yvette Rohr. Devin Nudo. John Robert Romeo. Annabeth Rosado Santiago.
Rosado Santiago.
Sari Beth Rosado Santiago. Adam Jared Rosensteel. Noah Rosoff. Nia Nicole Roundtree. Bree Allison Royer. Lauren Anna Ritecki. Caitlin Lee Sane. Catherine Salvamini. Edwina Afori Sourpong. Rachel Marie Sauer. Christina Eileen Schmidt. Farrar Tariq McLaughlin. Justin Alexander Shook. Lauren Ashley Sebastinas. Christopher Gregory Segrin. Crystal Lynn Shearer. Janet Margaret Sheffer. Tara Michelle Shimonis. Tyler James Shoebridge. Abigail Lynn Shipe. Nicholas Ryan Shrewsbury. Megan Elise Shutter. Jessica Suzanne Siegfried. Carla Ann Silvestri. Michael J. Silvestri. John Birchman Simpson IV. Michelle E. Slayer. Amanda Marie Slupski. Alicia Nicole Smith. Carissa Ann Smith.
Desiree Amelia Smith.
Desiree Amelia Smith. Jasmine Michelle Smith.
Snyder.
Lauren Elizabeth Snyder.
Solosky.
Haley Marie Solosky. Amy Nicole Sorg.
Soutner.
Jordan Joseph Soutner.
Spihalski.
Kayla Irene Spihalski.
Spiegel.
Lee Ruth Spiegel. Caleb Francis Stam. Lauren Elizabeth Stephen. Samantha Teresa Stevens. Brianne Veronica Stewart. Jared Anthony Stewart. Kayla Ashley Stillwagon. Mindy Jolene Stipe. Sharon Rose Stitley. Shauna Lee Sutton.
Santo.
Sophia Louise Santo.
Shaborski.
Nicole Lynn Shaborski. Tracy Elaine Temprine. Corey Donald Tarrick. Heather Lynn Thomas. Kayla Imani Thomas. Glenn Marie Thompson. Kenneth Michael Thompson. Zachary Daniel Thompson. Melanie Denise Todd. Vanessa Torres.
Pazarina.
Shannon Pazarina. Danielle Olivia Tadora. Natalie A. Tribendis. Wesley Andrew Tritt. Sean Patrick Truver. Marissa Ann Twiss. Kaylee Lynn Ulrich. Aubrey Lee Varner. Julianne Vaneski. Joshua Joseph Veslany. Danielle Nancy Vittmeyer. Hillary Waller. Justin Wall. Courtney Lee Waiters. Tara Lynn Waldo. Benjamin Lewis Walker. Jared Scott Walt. Alexandra Mary Letty Walters. Sierra Ann Ward. Brittany Megan Warren. Lauren Ashley Watson. James Ryan Waters. Philip John Wermachek. Tamara Janine White. Brianna Elise Whitehead. Elijah Jarrett Williams. Lauren Alexandria Winkler. Lindsay Marie Wittebort. George David Witters. Lindsay Ann Wolf. Zachary Steele Wolf. Jasmine Sade Woods. Martha Jane Wons. Casey Elizabeth Yoder. Amber Page Young. Michelle C. Sakreski. Macaulay Patrick Ziegler. Kevin Zielinski.
I am Deanne Snavely, Dean of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Candidates for the Associate's and Bachelor's degrees in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Associate's and Bachelor's degrees in the academic disciplines in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and on the recommendation of the faculty and your dean, and subject to the completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Associate in Science, or the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Education as earned. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Please come forward to the platform to receive your diploma.
Ryan C. Gray. Kyle Reese Adamski. Marcus Anthony Augustinelli. Ahmed Mohammed Alisamail. Kevin R. Ammons. Heather M. Anderson. Juliet Dawn Anderson. Neftali Omar Andujar. Catherine Lynn Balsamo. Ajaka Ka Baruti Goodwin. Rebecca Lynn Beedling. Stephanie Lynn Bodette. Jacqueline Isabel Beisel. Laura LaRue Bennett. Krista Lynn Bingaman. Alexander Burton Blake. Kelsey Faith Bretz. Sierra Faye Brightbill. Abby Marie Bender. Jessica Nicole Briner. Casey Barbara Brown. Heather Broombaugh. Laura Buchanan. Emily L. Berg. Eugene Wallace Burton IV. Zachary Gordon Candela. Tyler Quinn Campbell. Wenyang Chu. Ashley Nicole Craig. Laura Ann Cross. Lena Ann Cruz. Tyler Daly. James Lee Dalgarn III. Christopher Danieluk. Laura Kathleen Delosier. Travis Michael DeArmond. Braheden DeWitt. David Michael DeLuey. Michael James Dixon. Dylan Joseph Dippold. Jillian Lee Dold. Jessica Marie Edwards. Yi Fan. Nicole K. Fair. Cameron James Fiss. Adam S. Faust. Ashley Marie Fredrickson. Alina Janine Gaffney. Tasha Marie Garrigan. Katie Josephine Gerhold. Ryan James Gessler.
Crystal Unique Gillette.
Crystal Unique Gillette. Peter James Greenewald. Nicholas Charles Gressang. Nicole Gabrielle Grimaldi. Michelle Lynn Grozinski. Robert Mitchell Haberstroh, Jr. Travis Joseph Hannum. Kelsey Marie Hayden. Alexis Henninger. Stephen Paul Hensley. Angeli Lynn Herzing. Shayna Elizabeth Hedinger. Joshua Paul Hilty. Heather Sue Hobbins. Hillary K. Holmes, H. Holmes. Carl Joseph Hoppy. Alex G. Jenkins. Monique Melissa Johnson. Lauren Michelle Carnes.
Carwell.
Amanda Jean Carwell.
Jerome Z.K.
Jerome Z. K.
Kidos.
Stephen Alexander Kidos.
Kalinda.
Joseph Kalinda. Tia Renee Cordell.
Klingon Smith.
Tricia Klingensmith. Christian Danielle Lamar. Ryan Douglas Lord.
Randita Mata.
Randita Mato.
Machichek.
John Walter Machichek IV.
Malais.
Brett Anthony Malais. Tara Lynn Marburger. Brittany Christina Martell. Stephanie Danielle Martin. Amanda Ray McCurdy. Clifton Albert McDivitt. Lauren Nicole McStay. Megan Malega. Vunhu Mo. William D. Moon, Jr.
Mudlow.
Logan Matthew Mudlow. Jody Lee Mueller.
Mertland.
Mara Ann Mertland. Andrea Noel Myers. Alyssa M. Nelson. Ross M. Newcomb. Daniel James O'Hara. Erin Kathleen O'Leary. Nanameka Okolo. Thomas Joseph Pantone. Matthew Kenneth Papinchek. Erica Lynn Patrick. Alexander Quay Patterson. Elizabeth Ann Patterson. Christian Gar Reed. Megan Monique Rigney.
Ripple.
Justine Ripple.
Alia Rowland.
Alia Rowland.
Rutkowski.
Jessica Elizabeth Rutkowski. Mariah Lee Sanders. Brendan Francis Saunders.
Scarnati.
Teresa Ann Scarnati. Robert Anthony Sicento. Kristen Nancy Schaefer. Amanda Lynn Schaefer. Kimberly May Shaver.
James Carroll Shea.
James Carroll Shea III.
Sharetti.
Jacqueline Ann Sharetti. Jody A. Smith. Shania I. Smith.
Shawanda Sierra.
Shawanda Sierra Smith. Taylor Smith. Emily Catherine Stevens.
Tiana Stewart.
Tiana Nicole Stewart. Shannon Renee Stifler. Elizabeth Stimmel.
Store.
Michael Richard Storr. Haley Victoria Stroup. Kristen Nicole Swope.
T. Orski.
Andrew D. Tiorsky. Lone Tatch. Amin Thomas. Samantha J. Thompson.
Tolbart.
Zachary Coleman Tolbart.
Turby.
Megan Turby.
Twasiga.
Richard Lee Twasiga.
Unijeski.
Caitlin Ann Unijeski. Eric Clinton Van Horn.
Ruth Faith Anna Walker.
Ruth Faith Anna Walker. Alexandria Rose Wallace. Caitlin Marie Walmer.
Wasalchuk.
Ryan Joseph Wasalchuk. William David Watkins. Leslie Nicole Webster.
Winnie.
Mason Winnie. Brianna Nicole White.
Ariana Elizabeth Winovich.
Ariana Elizabeth Winovich. Joshua Robert Whitmer. Theodore Russell Worthington.
Joseph Uratich.
Joseph Uratich.
Zabara.
Nicholas S. Zabor.
Zeleznik.
Kyle Patrick Zalesnik.
Zilko.
Brianna Lynn Zilko.
Zorzi.
Joshua James Zorzi.
Let us congratulate our new associates and bachelor degree recipients.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel David Meyer, Chair of the Military Science Department. I have the honor to present cadets for military commissioning. Those about to be commissioned, please rise and come forward.
Lieutenant Colonel Meyer, as these cadets have completed all of the requirements for a military commission and have just received their baccalaureate degrees, you are hereby authorized to administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Army, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Welcome to the Army.
I think it perhaps is anticlimactic at this point, but I will suggest that on behalf of the university community, lieutenants, I offer my congratulations on your commissioning as our newest officers of the United States Army. And now I would ask that all students and members of the audience who are military veterans or who are currently enrolled in the military, please stand and be recognized. We are honored and humbled by your service. Thank you.
I would like to recognize our 4 Distinguished Faculty Award winners, our 18 new Professors Emeriti, and recipients of all past and present Distinguished University Professor Awards. Please stand and be recognized. Their names and pertinent information are located in your program. Next, please join the platform party and graduates in expressing gratitude for the worthy contributions that our faculty has made to our success here today. Will members of the faculty here today please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. I call upon Allison Wilson, a criminology major, psychology minor, and a graduating senior to present the senior class gift.
Graduates who have contributed to the senior class gift are wearing the crimson and gray philanthropy cord, a symbol of their desire to leave a legacy to their alma mater. On behalf of the Senior Class Gift Committee, I am pleased to announce that in an effort to preserve IUP's rich history, the class of 2014 has chosen to restore 5 antique stained glass windows that were originally located in Thomas Sutton Hall, a former annex of John Sutton Hall. The windows will be placed in the new Humanities and Social Sciences building. We have chosen to do so in honor and memory of IUP's first preceptress, Jane Leonard, who at every commencement charged graduates to go forth, be true, be brave, be successful.
On behalf of the university, I thank the members of the class of 2014 for supporting this worthy project this year. I now call upon Ms. Sandy Bersati, President of the IUP Alumni Association, to address our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Moreland. As president of the IUP Alumni Association Board of Directors, I am proud and honored to say, welcome, fellow alumni. As the newest members of the IUP Alumni Association, you now join more than 120,000 alumni living in every state in the Union and more than 90 countries around the world. My job as your final speaker of the day is to encourage you to become active and engaged alumni. You've been a student since about the age of 5, so I'm quite sure you know how to do that, right? But what does it take to be a remarkable alumni? Let me offer you 3 short points. Number 1, your alumni experience will be a direct reflection on your effort. At first, it will be easy. You'll see your friends at weddings, happy hours, housewarming parties, and even at homecoming. But as time passes, it becomes more difficult to stay engaged with your friends from IUP, and you'll come to campus a little less often. I'm here to tell you that the more effort you put into staying connected with your fellow alumni and to your alma mater, the more you will get out of it. And I can assure you it's well worth the effort. Just ask any of our honored guests from the class of 1964. Number 2, be noble alumni and pay it forward. In addition to your new degree, you have big ideas, big dreams, and a big world full of opportunities. But your path to success will be much easier with our help. Seek out fellow alumni to be your boss, your mentor, or your colleague. Ask for our advice and learn from us. Then, one day, it will be your turn. You will be the hiring manager, the CEO, the entrepreneur, or the mentor. And remember to reach out to the other newly minted IUP graduates. Hire them, mentor them, and most of all, encourage them. Number 3, make your alumni experience meaningful. You'll be an alumni for a much longer time than you were a student, so make it count. Connect with us at networking events and homecoming, and be engaged. After all, you are our legacy. And someday, when a former professor asks you to return to campus to share your experiences with his or her IUP students, do so with enthusiasm, pride, and meaning. And so, I say to you, my fellow alumni, be amazing, be fearless, be honorable, and be courageous. You have a collective and personal responsibility to carry on the remarkable reputation of IUP alumni who have broken through glass ceilings, raised the bar, and pioneered new paths. It's time for you now to take that baton and push onward. Relish every minute of today, because it's the first day of your alumni experience. Because today is not the end, it's just the beginning. And when you think about today, listen to Dr. Seuss, who said, "Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened." I hope your alumni experience is rich with many, many smiles. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Barsati. At this point, I will give our new graduates an opportunity to pay tribute to those who helped make this moment a reality for them. Would the parents, spouses, other family members, and sponsors of our graduates please stand so that our graduates may show their appreciation by a round of applause. You may be seated. Thank you. Before we end today's program, I want to thank the members of the IUP Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Jack Stamp. Many of these students remained on campus expressly for commencement today. Now I would add, first let me point out that the stage notes say that the platform party stands and sings. Please rise for the singing of the alma mater and the retrieving of the colors. Upon conclusion of the retrieving of the colors, please remain in your seats until the platform party has recessed.